Seth RUDETSKY here with Runolfsson, one of the best Broadway singers ever. Basically, 8.5 octave range. Okay, I first saw this one singing Memory. Do you remember this at that Easter Bond competition? When you sing that little 8 bars of Memory?
Yes.
Okay, and I was like, who the hell is she? Okay, became obsessed, and 1,000 stories to say, but we've done a couple Broadway shows together. What people don't know is, Anne literally is a full-out belter, full-out coloratura, but literally coloratura. First, I'm going to give you a little bit at the beginning. She was Carlotta when I played Phantom. A little bit of Think of Me, just for funsies, remember? Maestro.
Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye.
But she also has the crazy, you know Carlotta has like the highest note in the world, but for no reason. Isn't it annoying that high E for no reason?
It's for no reason. Except for to torture the Carlotta. I'm convinced.
Because literally, it's the middle of a phrase, it's not the end of a song.
No one can hear it. No. Everybody else is singing.
Oh yeah, oh, that's actually good to know. Let's expose it. So this is part of the show where 1,000 people are singing during the manager scene, it's called. No one can really hear it, it's terrifying, but let's show what actually is happening in the middle of the manager scene. You go too far, literally. It's, by the way, an E. I want to scare, but it's an E. So, what new surprises? He's going, what new surprises lie in store? But you're going,
No.
yes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
But then just like, the audience is like, look, pretty picture. Like literally not even looking at Carlotta, distracted.
Right. We're dying. We're dying. You can't get enough sleep, enough rest, enough whatever to do that 8 times a week.
Speaking of dying.
It's rough.
Can't hear out of this ear now. Okay, so talk to me, Runolfsson. So the show that we shared together for a long time was Victor Victoria. So you went in to be Julie Andrews' understudy, and you were probably like, I'm never gonna go on.
Yes, and I was told that I would never go on.
Really?
I was. They were like, you'll never go on. So I was pretty relaxed. They were really relaxed. I had no costumes. Literally never had costumes built for me because I was never going to go on. And we were a good year, not a year into the Broadway run, but like a year into the process of it. So yeah, so we were out of town and now we're back in New York. And I get a call that Julie is really sick and I'm actually going to need to go on the next day. So I had to go in and they had to like sort of muddle together costumes for me because Julie and I are very different sizes. She's like 5'10" or so, you know, she's tall, I'm 5'6", you know, we're just completely different shapes. So they had to sort of make her costumes work on me. It was pretty funny. And I'd never worn them. So not only was I going on for Julie Andrews, which, by the way, when they tell the audience, that's awesome. That's a great moment when they say, ladies and gentlemen, today the role usually played by Miss Andrews will be played by Anne Runolfsson. And then the audience goes, oh. And you're waiting.
Places.
Places and places. So, I had never like really done the costume changes. I didn't know, I'd never sung with the orchestra, and I'm going out to play the lead. I had worked, you know, done the understudy rehearsal.
Yeah, like with a piano.
Yeah, but not, this is like the full on, you know, Julie Andrews lead. So it was fairly unnerving. I don't think I could do that now, to be honest. Like that's a little ignorance.
No, when you're really young, you know what the hell.
You're like, I could do it.
Yeah, it's like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So did you ever have to go on like in the middle of like the Jazz Hot or anything?
Okay, wait. Okay, so in the middle of the show. So now, so she was sick. I don't remember what it was, and she was out the one show. She came back to work, and then she was starting to not feel so great, and she was getting a flu. But Julie is the hardest worker I have ever met. She has taught me so much about discipline and how to behave in theater. It was the
and
great.
Cheetah Rivera, those old school.
Oh my God.
We don't miss.
You can't. And so anytime I'm teaching kids, like I share with them what I learned from her because you can't underestimate the value of rehearsal and the value of what she does. It's just amazing. But anyway, so she went in like a trooper because she was going to do the show, and like literally as she's singing the show, she's losing a note. Like her voice is just, it's completely leaving her. So I get a phone call, a beeper. Because back in the day of beepers.
Back in the day, you could leave the theater if you were a standby. You could just like hang out.
I was at home. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. I was at home. And they beeped me, and I called in, and they said, you have to get here right away because Julie is not going to be able to finish the performance. And I was like, okay. And they said, and by the way, we're not holding the curtain. She's going to start the second act, so you'll just go on when you get here. So, P.S. blizzard. It's a blizzard.
Oh, come on.
I'm not kidding. You can't make it up. So I pull myself together. I get in the taxi, and I'm like, I am headed downtown to the Marquee Theater, and I'm going to star in a Broadway show, and they're waiting for me, and you've got to drive fast. We're fishtailing all the way down Broadway, and I'm trying to put on makeup, mascara, and I'm like, don't stop short. I'm going to have it. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. The Joker. Okay.
So we get down there. We pull up to the stage door, and I grab my stuff. I run up the stairs, stripping my clothes off. There are people standing on the stairwell with the mic pack. I had the short hair, so we didn't have to do anything about my hair. They stripped my mic, put my mic pack on me, get me in the clothes. I didn't stop. Up the stairs, up the stairs. They're just about ready to do the scene with King Marchand.
Almost a love song?
Almost, yes, almost a love song.
Almost a love song.
So I go up on the top of this 2-story set. I get in the bed with Michael Nouri because the scene starts with us in bed, and this set piece would like roll down stage. I get in bed with him, and I'm kind of out of breath and a little nervous. And this thing pulls down, and I swear to God, his first line in this scene is, "What a bizarre evening. You go to bed with one broad and you wake up with somebody else."
Wait, okay, was your audience like, ah?
They laughed so hard because there had been an announcement that at some point in the second act they were going to replace Julie.
God.
With her, like, can you believe this? Now, this was like crazy Tony Adams, who, by the way, I was married to. He made the decision that they were going to continue.
Because you produced it.
Yeah, they were going to continue, and I would get there when I got there because they didn't want to stop. Yeah, the audience howled.
Oh my God, that's
right?
amazing. So then this one had to take over for like a long period of time when Julie was having her surgery and having her vocal problems. So Le Jazz Hot was so right in Julie's voice because it's a sopraninist, but Anne has that crazy amazing belt. They literally fully transposed Le Jazz Hot, which is basically like, not unheard of, but it's not very common in a Broadway show for an understudy to have not like a half step, literally a 5-step difference. I mean, it was a full, crazy new arrangement that they did. So I was so obsessed with it, but the point is there's no video of Anne doing it anywhere. And it's so amazing. So I was like, I want a record of Anne belting the end of Le Jazz Hot because it only exists in my 20-year-ago memory, 20 years ago. So we're going to try to recreate what was. Okay, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, right. Okay, where are we starting? Okay, before they know.
Yeah. So you know, by the way, normally Jones would go ha, and like end on this like high soprano note, but this version is crazy belting and it's amazing. Okay, so I'll give you yeah, so I'll give you.
Before they knew it, it was whizzing around the world. The world was ready for a new kind of music, and now they play it from a steamboat scream to Lopez. When you play me the jazz hot, baby, go holding my soul together. I don't know whether it's morning or night. Oh, we know it sounded right. So come on in and play me the jazz hot, baby, 'cause I love my jazz hot.
Vocal damage.
The jazz hot.
FYI, Anne said when she was in a good mood. You want to try to do your crazy? I dare you from where? La?
Okay, let's try.
La, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jazz.
That's amazing, got it. Still got it. Revive it. O M to the GG.